Hello folks, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. We'll continue today with our hunt of the huge materia that Shinra have recently ran off with. In the previous episode we defeated their carry armor boss, and they escaped in a submarine, a red submarine with the huge materia. We are now going to do everything we can to get that back. And if you remember, these were the soldiers we were talking to earlier, much earlier on in Junon. We taught them how to do the victory dance. So it'd be a bit of a shame to kill them, since we were friendly with them earlier. So you don't have to actually, you can fight them, or take them prisoner, and we'll do the latter. Right, so we actually have a little crappy mini game coming up where we're going to have to chase down the enemy sub. And the controls are fairly simple. You can speed up, speed down and fire, and then you've got your standard directional controls in order to move. So I just want to check something. So menu, right, because I've reallocated the keys on my Xbox control pad, so I just want to make sure I get this right. So speed up, got that. Fire, got that. Cool. Okay, sorted. So, speed up, fire, speed down. Got it. You can actually fire, it doesn't tell you this, up to 4 torpedoes at a time. So let's get this show on the road. And if we do fail, we have 10 minutes, which is plenty of time, but if we do fail, then we just can basically reload the game. So we want to speed up. And we want to definitely go down, I think. And start firing torpedoes. Whoa! Let's slow down a little bit. Try not to crash into things. That will take too much damage. So like I said, it is a bit of a crap mini game, as you can see, but it's not hard at all. As long as you stay on track of your enemy sub, you should get it within a minute. And that is basically the submarine battle. And as a reward, you collect the Shinra sub. And you can get the huge materia, but we'll sort that out in a minute. If you do manage to fail, then you can still collect a sub, basically by making your way back down to the underwater reactor where we just visited and finishing off the red sub's crew. It's the same sub, but you do lose the huge materia. So we automatically head over to the Junon port to collect our, well, to pick up our die. Instructions on how to drive the thing, so we will just save our game at this point. I'm just thinking. It's right, I'm just thinking about whether we can collect the huge materia now or whether we have to go back for it later. Okay, so we can get the thing we need now. The huge materia. We do just have to start heading south in the sub. We'll just duck down under the ocean. You might see a green boss creature around here. There we go, look. That is the emerald weapon. I do not advise at this moment in the game you try and engage him. You will be slaughtered. But if you do feel the need to do so, just make sure you save your game before you actually ram your sub into him. So here's the red submarine that we crashed. And I was actually mistaken. I believe this is the sub you collect if you fail the mission. But we got the huge materia, so it's a good job we didn't fail. And for now, that's all there is to it. We're going to head back to Junon and make our way to the airport as requested. So, come on, come on. We haven't got time to mess around. Wow, this thing's slow. Fortunately, the high wind is parked right outside of Junon for later use. We're going to just have to head our way back up again. So make sure you have 10 gil. Yes, we would like to get on, please, if you don't mind. That would be so generous of you. Hopefully you should know by now how to reach the airport. We have visited it multiple times by this point in the game. Okay, so it should just be through here, I believe. Yep. And there is the huge materia. Well, it's in there somewhere. Unfortunately, it seems we are too late. What are we going to do? Right, we need to intercept the materia. So once again we're heading back down. And we're going to go to Rocket Town. Before we go there though, we need to put Sid in the party. And I think in order to do that, we're going to, for the time being, say goodbye to Vincent here. And we'll just have to wait till we get outside so that we can use the PHS. And we'll put Sid in the group. We haven't used him for a while, so he's slacking a little bit, down on level 47. Yeah, we'll say goodbye to the Javelin. Hello, Scimitar. We'll give him the Imperial Guard, that seems pretty potent. Restores hit points as you walk, all very good. We'll give him the Pararist, I think. It's not brilliant, but hey, it's not too bad either. Now, what materia do we want to level up with triple? With the triple level up rates. Uses extra MP and increases power of paired magic. Yeah, we'll stick that in. That could be quite a potent ability. But what should we stick in with it? How about lightning? Maybe. Or ice. Yeah, let's go ice. See what happens. Could prove to be quite fun. Right, can have a couple of all materials, level them up. An enemy skill materia, of course. Manipulate, you never know. No. We'll give him... why has he not got the XP? Yeah, we'll give him that. And hit points plus. Oh, that's annoying. I thought Cloud was using that. I guess not. Okay. I'm going to throw a tent. There we go. So hopefully Sid is all ready to go. We'll have to remember we parked the sub at Junon. Well, we don't actually have to remember, seeing as how it plonks it on the map for us with a little flashing purple dot. Very useful. And here we are, safe and sound at Rocket Town. So let's save our game before moving on in. And let's see what's going on. Interesting, interesting. Should we just make sure there's nobody in Sid's house? We can't go outside, not that we want to, we've already stolen the tiny Bronco. So let's head over to the rocket. And yep, there's no doubt about it, Shinra are already here. And it looks like we've got some battles ahead of us. Marvellous. Sid's limit break is still sucking on level 1, so we definitely need to start using him a little bit more, I think. Oh, that was a nice bit of damage there. I want to see how much his normal damage attack does. I guess we won't get to see. Not with Cloud's counter-attack materia. Not that I'm complaining, counter-attack is useful to say the least. I'm not even in control of Cloud at the minute. So I'm guessing if you haven't given Sid any materia by this point, you might be regretting that decision. Not that we've actually used any, to be honest. Wow, the damage of these guys is terrible, really. Okay, what's next? Interesting, we've got a different mob this time. Not that I think it's going to make much difference. Oh, Sid's gone to sleep. Well, Cloud won't be going to sleep. Oh, he missed. That's no good. Oh, he's got darkness on him, that's why. Darkness reduces your chance to hit. Pretty mean ability if you ask me. Patience a bit, Sid, we'll go and sort it out, don't worry. Right, I did just want to see what limit Barrett has got, because I'm pretty sure we should have his final limit break. There it is, catastrophe. Let's get that set. Although, to be honest, if you have some high stats, Anger Max is an awesome ability. If you're playing the PlayStation version, I think it's called Unger Max or something, which is a pretty dodgy translation, but hey. And it's Rude, who is our next boss fight. Incidentally, this isn't particularly challenging, and he only has 9,000 hit points. Right, let's use some enemy skills, seeing as how Rude's in the back rank. Oh, come on, start getting some attacks out, please, guys. Well, that's them taken care of. Let's mine that. Oh, look at that, 5,600 damage. Yeah, he's not going to be surviving much through that, is he? Yeah, very easy, very easy. We certainly did. Right, let's head on into the rocket. And the huge materia is here. We have a very easy battle here and on our hands, with just one of these things, like the one we killed earlier that had a group with him. There we go, Cloud can easily take care of him. Now, I know it's annoying, but you might want to go and save your game. I'm not going to bother, because you have a little bit of a challenge coming up, and you don't want to lose the huge materia. I'm going to risk it. I think I know how to do it, so So Shera or Shira or whatever her name is the young lady who supposedly ruined Sid's dreams of entering space earlier on in the game when she made him abort the mission because she was down in the engine room on liftoff. That was all part of the backstory we had from Sid earlier. And now Sid wants to get back into space. Or get into space actually for the first time, in order to help them stop in Meteor. Well, it looks like we're locked in. And we're off. By the way, this is the final huge material, I believe. If we can get this one, then we'll have every single one. So we're off into space. Okay, we're on a collision course, but hey. Well, that's handy. Okay, let's go and get that huge materia. And then we'll make our way to the escape pod. So we're going to have to input a sequence, a code, in order to unlock the huge materia. It's a 4-digit code. And Sid will give you clues as to what the code is. But the code is actually, I believe, enter, switch, cancel, cancel. At least that should be it. So it should be enter, which is OK, switch, cancel, cancel. So enter, switch, cancel, cancel. There we go. And we got it first time as well. Yes, we knew it. So he knows us only too well, doesn't he? But that's all you need to do to collect that huge materia. If you do screw up with it, then hopefully you saved your game and you can reload it, because you do want to collect all the huge materia if you can do. And we're going to head to the escape pods. Or the escape pod, I should say, since there's only one of them. Oh, what's going on here? Well, that doesn't sound healthy. Ah, Shira was correct. So she was only trying to save Sid's ass earlier, and he treated her like a shameel afterwards. But she's forgiven him, I think. Yep, let's hurry. And Cloud and Barrett have decided to just stand there. Wonderful. Okay, sounds like we're off. I certainly hope so, Sid. Strangely that nobody seems to be getting space sickness. Maybe Cloud and Barrett go into space all the time, I don't know. And the rocket's heading straight into Meteor, but with no huge materia inside it. So will it cause any damage? I guess we'll find out. certainly caused a big flash. Now, what's happened? Nope, meteor's still there. And presumably it's still on its collision course with the planet. I guess everyone's kind of feeling despair at the moment. Maybe it was a failure, Cloud, because you stole the huge materia that they put inside the rocket to destroy the darn thing. Very philosophical moment. Hey. Good question. What's our next move, Sid? Ah, Sid, you let the team down. Ah, Red 13 got an idea. Ah, Bugenhagen. Let's go and see Bugenhagen. That's a good idea. He'll have all the answers. Yeah, you can tell I played this game before. I know what's coming next. So it's off to Cosmo Canyon. But before we do that, there is one thing we need to do in Rocket Town just before we move on. And that is speak to the chap who looks at the rocket. Or who used to look at the rocket before it went and blew itself up. Speak to him a few times and you will collect, in theory, the Venus Gospel, which is Sid's ultimate weapon, his best weapon in the entire game. As you can see, it's got 8 materia slots, no materia growth and a high attack thingy on it. So yes, very nice, very nice. And that is it. We have finished in Rocket Town, and we have finished with this episode. We collected 2 huge materia, Sid's ultimate weapon, and a bunch of other stuff. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please rate it up if you have. And I've been Fuzzfinger. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.